Hi, I'm back. I have to apologize. The YouTube didn't like the music that I was playing. Copyrighted material. So guess there will be no music until we do practice. Okay, so I had to restart because of the music was copyrighted. So played it just a little bit too loud with no talking. So welcome. I hope everybody find their way back. And it's good to have you. And it's so good to be here. I took a week off last week because I finished my master's degree schoolwork and just was tired. So it's good to come and to be present and bring a little more enthusiasm with it, right? So, okay. So tonight, yes, I'm Daphne, and I'm with the Blue House Spiritual and Wellness Center here in Pocatello, Idaho. And I enjoy sharing Qigong and meditation and Reiki and other things as well. So thanks for tuning in. Tonight is Qigong practice, and we'll end it with sound healing. I did some yard work over the weekend, and I saw other people doing yard work. And I'm also leaving more time and space in my own life. It's not as packed as it usually is. And then I realized that, when we have no room in our lives for things, for activities, for unexpected plans or things that we might want to do, then we can't fit it in. And when you do gardening, we have to loosen the soil so we can plant new seeds or move bulbs around. So just it's a good reminder, for me at least, that we have to create space within us so that we can let stuff go, release stuff that is no longer helpful. And then we can also then make room for new energy to be here. So tonight's focus is going to be about loosening. With that said, let's get started. All right, so you can sit or you can stand. Okay, so let's just start with the wiggling. I am taking my hand and then just start adding more movement with the elbows, with the arm, and then the shoulders. Moving some backward and forward. Loosening. Set the intention for loosening. What does loosening mean to you as we practice tonight? What does loosening mean to you? Start adding the torso, doing the twist, and always remember to honor your body. If you have limitations in your low back or upper back or shoulder or knees, honor them. Honor them. Qigong is also a time to tune in and listen into ourselves. Shaking the legs. Let's take the arms up above and shake them. Let's shake for about 30 seconds up top. As we age, we don't move our arms as much. So it's important to for our functional ability to be able to live life comfortably, reaching up on top of shelves and keeping the shoulders movement fluid and lower it. It's amazing just raising our arm, how tiring that can be. Let's open our jaw and open your mouth and stick out your tongue. Like you can see me, but I can't see you. Okay. So before we get too far along, let's go ahead and arrive into you, into ourselves, and being still and standing with feet even. The weight are on both feet. Soften your knees, dropping your tailbone so it points straight down. Picking up your spine from the crown, and then letting those shoulders drop. And let's arrive into this moment, leaving the baggage of the day behind. You can just drop them off, just like luggage, when we arrive at our destination, just put down the bags, put down the luggages, put down our carry-on, and just rest. So tonight's practice is about loosening. Think about that. What does loosening mean to you? And it can mean so many things. Like for me, it's about making space for me to have more experiences and be more open to spontaneity to what comes and not packing it full. So I'm going to focus on loosening the dirt. Think about how in the winter we go through the winter and the snow is on top, and then the water melts from the snow, penetrates into the soil, and as we drive, as we sit, as we walk on the soil, it just gets more and more compacted. And then the water can't trickle down as far. So it's good to take the forks, take the shovels, and lift the soil and till the soil. So if you think about that motion of tilling in yourself, what would you be making room for? So then let's move on to setting the intention for your practice tonight. What do you need more of? What do you want more of in your life? For me, it's joy and fun. So I'm going to make room for fun in my life. And I want you to think about your hands as the pruner of the dirt. I want you to imagine that you are energetically moving the soil. That is your energetic muscles. So we're going to move along here we'll start on either the left or the right leg. So just imagine that you are tilling the energy that is within us. It's kind of loosening. Going down to the foot. You don't have to touch your actual foot or leg. You can just be above it. Use your imagination. So Qigong taps into the power of the intention and also the mind. The energy flows where our mind goes. So let's come here to the hip of that leg. And then let's move to the other leg. So that we're taking care of our roots, our core, our strength here that we allow us to stand on this earth. The strength that supports us, erect us. When you're ready, just moving up here into the hip. And then let's move into the core of the trunk of the tree. Tilling the soil, the energetic soil of you and me. Making room and letting things that have died, so to speak, like in the dirt, letting those kind of things come up to the surface so they can be easily released. Make sure you're breathing as well. Breathing in, breathing out. And as we continue to practice, inviting you to think about deepening your breath, slowing down your breath. Maybe expanding deep into the lungs, breathing in through your belly. And it's hard to reach the back, but we'll go ahead and give it a try. We'll do the back. The head, the brain. There's lots of stuff in here. So tilling, aerating, letting stuff unpack, loosening the grip. And we'll do the arm, the armpit. So I talked about letting the stuff that have decayed up to the top. Now we're going to take a sweeper, a swifter mat. We're just going to sweep that like a magnet and just brush it off and tossing it out to the window or to a door. And if you aren't close to one of those, then just letting it go into the light. So sweeping, letting this crusty layer, stuff that is no longer helpful, might even be rotten. Sometimes you run into those things in the dirt. But letting all of that go. And with thanks. Thanks for the experience. Thanks for the benefit of what it was. And now we're going to come back to our standing, arriving, and just tune into this moment of you that's maybe feeling a little bit lighter, easier to breathe. Coming to forming your chi ball and putting the intention of tonight's practice into the chi ball. And paying attention to your chi ball. Does it have a color? Is it moving? What does your intention look like? Does it have a symbol that you can relate to? And we will begin the 9 phases. Inhale, opening your arm, just like discovering this chi that's here with us. Inhale as you open, exhale as you close your hands together. Letting the arms be soft and fluid, moving through the space. We'll do one more. And then we go into gathering, opening up, gathering the abundance of the earth, drawing it into our chi factory. Inhale, gathering from above. We'll do that 2 more rounds. Inhale, gathering from below. Gathering these resources that are freely available into our chi factory, into our soil. That will be the birthplace of what is to come. What seed do you want to plant today? And we'll do the planting at the end, at the conclusion of our practice. We move on next to circulation. Turning to one side of you, shifting onto the front leg that's bent, extending the arms, inhaling, bringing the ball back, shifting back onto the back leg, rolling the chi ball down to your feet, inhaling, bringing it back up, and shift forward, offering the ball to your surrounding. Inhale, bringing back. Inhale, coming up and forward. Inhale, back and down, and inhale up. Coming to the front center, we'll turn to the other side. Shift forward, extending the arms, inhaling, bringing it back. Breathing it down to the feet, bringing it up. Shift, offering it to the world. Inhaling, bringing it back. And inhaling up and out. And inhaling back and down and up. Then we'll come to the center. The next is purification. Before we move into that, we'll take a few second pause just to, when we're physically still, the energy is still moving. Parts of us are still moving. Okay, purification. Arms. And we're going to push from the front and back. Inhale, relax, like pushing the ceiling that's coming down, up. And pushing against the floor that's moving upward. Let's do that 2 more rounds. Inhale, And exert. Relax. Inhale and exert. Inhale. One more round, last round. Inhale out the sides. Front and back. Overhead. And now we're going to store. Bringing the hand towards you, palms towards you, like a paintbrush. Rolling the chi, smoothing the chi, dredging the chi channels, which are the meridian. Going around to the back, running it down past your butts, down the legs, come up on the inside of the legs, up through your core, go up 2 more rounds, covering every inch of you to the best of your ability. Again, using your mind, your intention to direct the chi. 3rd round. Extending to the arm, from the heart, going underneath, bending your elbow, up and overhead, and swap the hand arm positions, going under, bending the arm, and over the shoulders, up and overhead. 2 more rounds, just on the arms. Soothing, smoothing, dredging the chi channels. The chi knows what it needs to do in terms of dredging and nurturing at the same time. Crossing your arms at the front, grabbing onto the mask, these protectors that we wear, with thanks for the protection that they provide us, and releasing them, because we'll get a new one. And pausing, coming to the front, back to your chi ball. Let's move on into cloud hands, conserving the chi that we've been harvesting. So imagine that you are now transported onto the top of the Tetons. Clouds are moving. It's peaceful, perfect temperature because we got our imaginary coats on and the sun is shining through the mist. And releasing the arms as you turn to one side, the front arm, then slowly raise up, about shoulder height, letting the cloud span across your sky. And then it turns into rain, and the other arm comes up, looking at the clouds. Nothing to do, simply enjoying the cloud movement. Doesn't require a lot of effort. Lengthening your breath, really enjoying the Not quite sure what the word is. Tranquility of the movement that is slow. And both arms return to your side with palms facing upward toward the sky. We're going to imagine that our hands are scoopers. We're going to scoop into this rich resources that's around us and then letting it rain, pour down on us. And seeing that this rain of chi from our surrounding absorbs into our bodies, into our physical body, into our emotional body, feeling a sense of gratitude for this gift. Third round is for our mental body. Feeling your entire body absorbing this chi all the way from your outer skin layer to the muscle layer, to the fat layer and muscle and the organs, into the bone marrow, through the bones, the tendons, connecting everything, the bone marrow. And last but not least, our spiritual body. Our spiritual body that connects to this ocean of infinite resources. Coming back to the ball, we connect with your chi ball, noticing any changes to your chi ball from color or the energetics of the ball. And we're going to transform what we've harvested into the golden elixir. Inhaling, just expanding your hands slightly, bringing them to a close. So we're kind of sifting out the dirt, the fluff. We want to get to the essence of this golden elixir. Feeling the chi ball getting more powerful, smaller. Let's turn it in a vertical direction, expanding it upward and downward. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Flipping it upside down, and then imagine that our hands are back behind us. Inhaling and expanding like a slinky. And exhaling, bringing your hand close. Inhale. Expand the slinky, then collapsing the slinky. Inhaling and collapsing the slinky. Bringing it to the front. Let's make this chi ball super small. Seeing it with your inner vision, that the chi ball is small and compact and dense, full of energy. And then let's turn it into dust, gold dust. And then let's grab some gold dust, sprinkle it all around you, looking back. both sides. We'll do that 3 times. And last time for me. We're going to take this little ball of gold dust, running it through the core of our being, up through the trunk, exiting through the crown in 360-degree pattern with your mind's eye. Bring it into the knees and bring it up through your thighs, up through your core, just strengthening the pattern up above your head. This time going past into the earth as it enters through the bottom of your feet, bringing it up through your lower legs, upper legs, through your body. And leaving the arms extended up high. And then do palms open out as you begin to trace your electromagnetic field. Bringing your hands to the chi ball in front of you. And let's pause here for a moment. Notice the expansiveness of you. Seeing the gold dust kind of floating all around you, all within the electromagnetic field, the toroidal field. And then, of course, this gold dust is also flowing through us as well as body. And let's just stay here for a moment. Just feel this magic. Breathe in this magic. So part of the practice is sending chi. So I'm going to invite you to send chi. You can send chi to you. If you have a part of you that has physical discomfort or mental discomfort, you can send the chi to yourself. So let's go ahead and send chi to ourselves. I like the practice of loving kindness, sharing compassion. So think about the people you know, the people you may not know, that have the same suffering as you. Imagine that you are them. And through you, as you send chi to yourself, you are also sending chi to other people. And let's lower your hands or bring it to in front of you and just holding this chi ball in front of you. The next part is dissolving. So dissolving is a practice that, to me, it's a good reminder that we are all interconnected and that I am a part of you, a part of this world. And the way I do that is by seeing me, feeling this me form, and then taking a brush and gently brushing the edges of me, and just kind of letting this me kind of expand and dissolve and open into everything else. And then as we become a part of everything else, we can open our awareness to everything else, becoming aware of everything that is not here with you, but a more expansive view of you and how you are a part of everything. When you're ready, bring your hands together at the heart and take a bow of humility, of humbleness. It's a little early, but I'm going to go right with it. I'm going to go ahead and do the sound healing. So I'm going to invite you to lay down or find a space where you can relax. And I'm going to get a drink of water and we'll go into the sound guided meditation. Okay. I got all the bowls. They want to say hi. We'll begin with So tonight's theme was loosening the dirt, loosening this chi that we have. And the purpose, one purpose is as we loosen, we can make room for new growth. So what new would you like in your life? What new, whatever, would you like in your life? So you're going to take that new, whatever, put it into a seed. The seed, notice the seed that comes up for you. Is it a flat seed like a cilantro seed, or is it a seed that is super fine, or is it a big seed like an orange seed or a lemon seed or a bulb? So notice the seed that comes up for you. Notice the texture, notice the color. Is it easy to hold on to, or is it really fine? And whatever seed comes up for you, it's perfect for you at this time. And then put this energetic of what you want in your life that you're making room for into the seed. And think about what would the fruits of this seed look like, or feel like, or sound like as it grows. And I want you to go ahead and plant that into your heart. And while I play the sound, I want you to think about the fruit or the flower of the seed. And as you think about the seed growing and blossoming into a beautiful flower and then a fruit, think about what kind of nurturing, what kind of activities, what kind of new habits that would need to come along to make this seed blossom and becoming fruitful. Thinking about what kind of water, what kind of fertilizer does it need? Need to attract it into your energetic pattern. So think about what activity, what new action, what new environment might you need to foster this new thing for you. And leave you with a word of inspiration. I allow myself to accept prosperity. I allow myself to accept prosperity. And that can relate to that we also have to want prosperity. We have to want this fruit. We have to want this new flower. And we have to also allow and accept. And so it takes all of our attention, and I wish you great success in your visioning process. May your creation, your desire come true for you, and may you continue to be a blessing to me and to everyone around you. And let's take a moment to extend our good fortune, our blessings, our care, our compassion for the world into this world that has always got some issues. So expanding our chi, this poof of well-wishing to encompass the entire world, and especially to those who may be hurting or suffering. May they find some comfort through your practice. Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.